power forms would fall under the category of sacred geometry. And we know sacred geometry from church spires. When you step into a church, the very high ceiling of the church elevates your energy. When you step into a dome, there's a rounding that takes place in your aura because the roundness of the dome has a positive impact upon you. Now, the amazing thing about sacred geometry is that finely tuned transceivers or antennas of a very precise shape function internally in the same way that a church spire does. And so we can fine-tune the antennas so that the sacred geometry is actually interacting with you. And there's information in the books on how to place your fingers in very precise ways on the geometries that actually causes the geometry to fine-tune the frequencies of the universe that are flowing into your fingertips. So this is sacred geometry that is tuned for modern people that you can feel. There's a broad range of experience that people have when they first experience power forms. It has a lot to do with the accumulated blockages or lack of them in your energy field. If you've already noticed that you are, quote unquote, asensitive, you will feel the effect of the power forms more readily because they're working more quickly. They have less blockages to work through. If you feel that you have not cultivated your intuition, do not consider yourself a sensitive. You might find at first that the effects are subtle, but they do take place over time. And what I've noticed with people who do not consider themselves to be sensitive, as they work with the power forms, they'll say things like, well, I don't know if it's doing anything, I just feel really peaceful. But that's something. Or they might say, well, it's not really knocking my socks off, I feel a gentle tingling in my body. Very significant. Gentle tingling in your body means that your blockages are releasing and your life force is flowing. Or they might say, well, it's easier for me to relax. It's easier for me to meditate. All significant things. Now, as you keep exploring and working through the blocks, and the techniques for doing so are described in the booklets, you can easily take yourself through your own transformational course of instruction, where you, interacting with the universe, you become the student and the teacher. You can actually communicate with the innate intelligence of the universe because you're in deeper resonance with the innate intelligence of the universe. So that's the potential for everybody, that they can experience that.